Learn English easily with simple, real-life conversations.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Real Talk English Now. I'm Emma.
And I'm James. Hey, Emma, I need to tell you something funny.
Oh no, what happened, James?
Emma, I'm talking to my toaster. My house is very talkative now.
You're talking to your toaster? Are you okay, James?
I'm great. I put stickers on everything in my house. Now I say, "Good morning, refrigerator," and "Hello, coffee maker." My house is teaching me English.
That's wonderful. Our listeners, that's exactly what we're talking about today, the label method. It's a super easy way to learn new words.
Yes, you put labels, little stickers with words, on things in your house. Then you see the words every day.
And your brain learns the words naturally. It's like magic, but it's just good learning.
Before we start, please hit that like button and subscribe. We make English simple and fun for you.
Okay, today's big question is, what is one new word you learned from a label in your house today? Think about it and tell us in the comments.
Let's begin.
So, James, tell our listeners, what exactly is the label method?
It's very simple, Emma. You take small pieces of paper or stickers, you write English words on them, then you stick them on objects in your house.
Perfect explanation, James. For example, you can put a label on your mirror that says mirror.
Right. Every morning I look in the mirror, I see my face, and I see the word mirror. My brain connects the word with the object.
Exactly. That's called a mental label. Your brain makes a picture in your mind. The word mirror and the real mirror become one thing in your brain.
Let me say that again for our listeners. Mental label means your brain connects the word with the thing. Word plus object equals learning.
Good job, James. Now, let me ask you, what was the first thing you labeled in your house?
My bathroom mirror. Every morning I brush my teeth, I see the label. It says mirror. I say, "Good morning, mirror."
I love it. And that's the secret, everyone. You don't just see the word, you say the word out loud.
Yes, speaking is so important. When you say mirror, your mouth learns the word too.
Let's practice together right now. Everyone listening, please say with me, mirror.
Mirror.
Mirror. Great. Now say, "This is my mirror."
This is my mirror.
Perfect. You're already improving. Do you feel it?
I do. Okay, Emma, what other things can people label?
Oh, so many things. Let's start with the bathroom. You can label mirror, sink, toilet, shower, towel, soap.
Wait, let me repeat those. Listeners, say them with me, okay?
Good idea.
Mirror. Sink. Toilet. Shower. Towel. Soap.
Excellent. Now here's a pro tip. Don't label everything in one day. Start small.
Yes, maybe label 5 things today. Next week, label 5 more things.
Exactly. If you label 50 things in one day, your brain gets tired. Slow and steady wins the race.
I like that saying, slow and steady wins the race. It means don't hurry. Take your time and you'll succeed.
Perfect explanation, James. Okay, listeners, here's your action step. After this podcast, find 5 things in your bathroom or bedroom, write their English names on small papers, stick them on the objects.
Then, every day, say the words out loud. Talk to your house.
Yes, be like James. Say, "Good morning, mirror. Hello, towel."
It works, trust me.
All right, James, you labeled your bathroom. What about the kitchen?
Oh, the kitchen is my favorite. I labeled so many things. Refrigerator, stove, oven, microwave, sink, table, chair.
Whoa, slow down. Let's say them slowly for our listeners.
Sorry. Okay, everyone, repeat after me. Refrigerator.
Refrigerator. That's a big word. You can also say fridge. It's shorter.
Oh, right. Fridge. Much easier.
Fridge. Now you try, listeners. Fridge.
Next word, stove. That's where you cook food on top, like boiling water or frying eggs.
Stove. And oven is where you bake things like bread or cake. The oven is usually under the stove.
Oven. Then we have microwave. That's the machine that heats food very fast.
Microwave. Great. Let's use them in sentences now.
Okay, I open the fridge, I take out milk.
Nice. I turn on the stove, I cook eggs.
You put pizza in the oven, you bake it for 15 minutes.
I heat my coffee in the microwave.
Perfect examples. Listeners, did you hear how we use the words in real sentences?
That's the next step after labels. You see the word, you say the word, and then you make a sentence with the word.
Exactly. Let's do one more room, the living room.
Good choice. In the living room, you can label sofa, TV, remote control, lamp, window, door, floor, ceiling.
Okay, that's a lot. Let's practice the tricky ones. Remote control.
Remote control. That's the thing you use to change TV channels.
You can also just say remote. It's shorter.
True. Where is the remote is something people say every day.
Yes, in my house, the remote is always lost.
Okay, next word, lamp. That's a light you can move. It sits on a table or the floor.
Lamp. I turn on the lamp, I read a book.
Great sentence. Now, ceiling. The ceiling is the top of the room, above your head.
Ceiling. And the floor is under your feet.
Ceiling and floor. Listen, everyone. These are opposites. Up and down. Ceiling is up. Floor is down.
I love learning opposites. It helps my brain remember.
Me too. Okay, James, here's a challenge for you and our listeners. Make one sentence using 3 labeled objects.
Ooh, okay. I sit on the sofa, I turn on the lamp, and I watch TV.
Perfect! You used sofa, lamp, and TV. Great job, James.
Thank you. Now, listeners, it's your turn. Pause the podcast right now, look around the room, say the names of 3 things you see, then make one sentence using all 3 things.
Take your time. We'll wait. Okay, welcome back. How did it go?
I hope you tried it. Remember, making mistakes is okay. That's how we learn.
Yes, don't be afraid. Just practice.
All right, let's talk about one more important room, the bedroom.
The bedroom is where you sleep. You can label bed, pillow, blanket, closet, dresser, alarm clock.
Let's practice these. Bed. That's where you sleep.
Bed. I sleep in my bed.
Pillow. That's the soft thing under your head when you sleep.
Pillow. My pillow is very comfortable.
Comfortable. Good word. That means it feels nice.
Thanks. Next, blanket. That's what covers you when you're cold.
Blanket. I need a warm blanket in winter.
Perfect. Now, closet. That's the place where you hang your clothes.
Closet. I open the closet, I choose a shirt.
And dresser. That's furniture with drawers where you keep folded clothes.
Dresser. My socks are in the dresser.
Last one, alarm clock. That's what wakes you up in the morning.
Alarm clock. My alarm clock rings at 7 a.m. I hate my alarm clock.
Me too, James. But we need it, right?
True. Okay, everyone. Now you know bedroom vocabulary. Go label your bedroom tonight.
James, we've talked about what to label and where. Now let's give our listeners some tips for success.
Yes, I learned some tricks that really help.
Okay, tip number 1, use different colors.
Oh, I love this. You can use one color for the bathroom, another color for the kitchen.
Exactly. For example, blue labels for bathroom words, red labels for kitchen words.
Your brain likes colors. It helps you remember better.
Tip number 2, write sentences, not just words.
What do you mean, Emma?
Okay, instead of just writing mirror on the label, you can write, this is a mirror, or I look in the mirror.
Oh, so you learn the word in context.
Exactly. Context means you see how the word is used in real life.
I like that. I'm going to change my labels now.
Good. Tip number 3, change your labels every month.
Wait, why?
Because after a month, your brain doesn't really see the label anymore. It becomes invisible.
Oh, that's true. I stopped noticing my mirror label after 2 weeks.
Right, so change the labels. Maybe write a different sentence, or move the label to a different position.
That makes sense. Keep your brain interested.
Exactly. Tip number 4, say the words out loud every single day.
This is the most important tip.
Yes, don't just read the label silently, speak it.
Good morning, refrigerator. Hello, toaster. See you later, door.
Perfect, James. You're really talking to your house now.
I am, and it's fun. Learning should be fun, everyone.
Absolutely. Tip number 5, use the label method with a friend or family member.
Oh, that's a great idea. You can quiz each other.
Yes, ask your friend, what is this? And point to a labeled object. They say the word.
Then you switch. They point and you say the word.
It becomes a game, and games make learning easy and fun.
Listeners, if you live alone, that's okay too. You can record yourself saying the words, then listen to your recording.
Great suggestion, James. Or you can join our online community and practice with other learners.
Yes, we have a wonderful community. Everyone is friendly and helpful.
Okay, last tip. Tip number 6, be patient with yourself.
This is so important, Emma.
Yes, learning a new language takes time. You won't remember everything immediately.
And that's completely normal. Even I forget words sometimes.
Me too. Just keep practicing. Little by little, you'll improve.
We believe in you.
We really do. You're doing amazing work just by listening to this podcast.
Give yourself a pat on the back right now. Seriously.
Yes, you deserve it. Okay, everyone, we're near the end of today's episode. Let's review what we learned.
First, we learned about the label method. You put stickers with English words on objects in your house.
Second, we learned vocabulary for 4 rooms: bathroom, kitchen, living room, and bedroom.
Third, we got 6 tips for success. Use colors, write sentences, change labels monthly, speak out loud, practice with friends, and be patient.
That's everything. You're now ready to make your house talkative.
Yes, talk to your house every day.
Let's do a quick quiz before we finish. I'll say a sentence and you guess the missing word. Ready?
Ready.
I brush my teeth and look in the...
Mirror.
Correct. Listeners, did you get it? The answer is mirror.
My turn. I keep my milk and vegetables in the...
Fridge or refrigerator.
Yes! Great job, Emma, and everyone listening.
One more. At night, I sleep in my...
Bed.
Exactly, bed.
Listeners, how many did you get correct? All 3? That's wonderful.
If you got 1 or 2, that's great too. You're learning.
Okay, Emma, what's our community question for today?
Great question, James. Today's community question is, what is the first thing you do in the morning?
Oh, I love this question. I'll answer first. The first thing I do is turn off my alarm clock. Then I say good morning to my mirror.
Of course you do. I drink a glass of water, then I open the window and look outside.
Beautiful. Listeners, what about you? Tell us in the comments. Use simple English.
For example, you can write, I drink coffee, or I take a shower, or I check my phone.
We read all your comments. We love hearing from you.
And here's a bonus challenge. When you write your comment, use at least one word you learned today.
Like, I look in the mirror, or I open the fridge.
Perfect. We can't wait to read your answers.
Before we go, let's review our key vocabulary one more time. Repeat after us.
Mirror,
Sink,
fridge,
stove,
sofa,
lamp,
bed,
pillow.
Excellent work, everyone. You practiced so many new words today.
Remember, put labels on 5 things today. Say the words out loud and have fun.
Thank you so much for listening to Real Talk English Now.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
We have new episodes every week to help you improve your English.
Until next time, keep practicing and stay confident.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. Talk to your house.
See you next time.